Have you ever left somebody hanging because you didn't know what to say, how to say it? You didn't really get time to process the emotions because you don't know how you feel yet. Like that's a situation that I found myself in a lot. And I actually just went through this again, but it was very mini. It wasn't like a huge situation, but I find that my throat chakra sometimes gets blocked because I don't know how to say something because it hasn't fully processed yet. And I think that's normal for some people. There are some people with like amazing throat chakras and like they speak their mind. They don't hold it back. They don't care how it comes out. Okay, well, that's problematic sometimes. But I have gone through this a few times in my life. I went on a really deep spiritual journey where I decided to quit drinking and kind of really focus and heal my inner self. And it was an amazing process. I'll make a video on my sober journey too. If anyone is interested, let me know. But I really had to look at the environments I kept putting myself in and say, hey, like, is this conducive to your growth? Is this going to help you on this specific journey? And I had to do a little bit of reflection on the friendships around me too. And it wasn't like these friendships weren't real friendships, like they didn't care about me, like I didn't care about them. It was more so of, I don't know if I can be around these people at this moment. But what I did was I kind of disconnected myself and I said, you know what, let me just focus on me and I'll get back to that later. And it's like that, that's not nice. That's not how growth works, right? Because a part of the journey is also expressing yourself. A part of the journey is being honest with yourself and others and actually reflecting on these relationships and saying, you know what, maybe this, and this won't work for me, but maybe this can work. So I can still keep this connection here, maybe doing these things, right? And there are some relationships that you may not be able to keep at all in your life, and that is okay. But there is some sort of communication that needs to happen. I'm bringing this up because I am in communication with someone, and something they did kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I kind of kept it to myself because I'm like, I almost felt as if my emotions weren't valid because of our relationship status. And no matter what, if you're having an emotion, I think it's very important for you to share it, get it off your chest, because these people need to know where you are, right? This person needs to know where you are, where you stand, and your emotions, right? I didn't do that. I kind of left it. I left it alone because I said, you know what, you're doing the most. And the thing is that when you do that, it just keeps building and building and building. And then there's this awkwardness, there's this tension, there's this like attitude that you may get. And it's like, girl, stop. Like, all of this could literally be gone if you spoke up. The person was very emotionally mature enough to say, look, I feel the energy, like I need you to speak to me, like I don't care how it sounds. And I was like, I didn't speak only because I didn't process it. Like I didn't process what it is that I need to say and how I'm feeling, and I still don't have it. So I'm going to get back to you when I have it, right? But the whole point is, it is okay to communicate that you don't know how you're feeling and that maybe I need a little space or time and I'll get back to you on that. That is communication, right? Just saying, look, I'm going to have to take a few seconds to myself, maybe a day or two to kind of gather my thoughts. So, bear with me. That is respectful because you're not leaving this person in limbo, and you're also not letting it build up on yourself. But after that, you do have to do your due diligence to kind of really sit down with yourself and say, hey, what do you want to communicate? So if you're feeling like, you're holding back something from someone because of you're afraid of how they may take it, or you don't want it to come out the wrong way, at least communicate that there is something that you want to get off your chest, but you're just trying to put it together. And I think that will help a lot of us alleviate any awkwardness, tension, and pressure. It's not only helping them, but it's helping you. And I thought that was very important to share. If you guys are feeling this way, let me know. I would love to hear your stories. One other thing I do want to say is, even by just writing, literally like journaling, singing, speaking it out into onto your wall, into your mirror, whatever it is you got to do, releasing it from our body is going to help unblock our throat chakra. I'm sure you've been hearing my laundry for the whole video. I'm sorry about that. And I'm deep conditioning or pre-pooing my hair. So don't mind all the extras. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.